Okay, so somewhere in the endless ocean of simulator games flooding Steam every single week, there is now a game that lets you run your very own model kit hobby shop. Yes, you heard that right. Not a supermarket, not a gas station, not a laundromat, a model kit shop this time. And honestly, as someone who has way too many unbuilt Gundam kits collecting dust on a shelf, I was curious about this one. It's called Model Kit Shop Simulator, made by Tenacity Games and put out by PlayWay. Yeah, the same company churning out just about every job sim you've seen lately. The full early access version lands on Steam July 24th. Now, before we get into what this game actually does, let's talk about the setup, because it's smarter than it sounds. You're not just slapping boxes on a shelf and yelling, "Next customer!" The whole game is built around something called the Hobby Basket System. And this is honestly the cleverest little hook in the whole experience. See, customers in this game don't just walk in wanting a model kit, they walk in wanting a project. So if a customer grabs, say, a fighter jet kit, they're also going to go looking for the matching paints to actually finish that thing. If you've got those paints stocked and organized on your shelves, boom, bigger basket and a bigger sale and profit. If you don't, well, you might still buy the kit, but you just left money on the table. It's basically retail psychology dressed up as a chill first-person sim, and it actually makes stocking shelves feel like a strategy game instead of a chore. Then there's the build table system. This is what really sets the game apart from the dozens of other store sims clogging up Steam. Once a customer finds all the pieces they need, they can actually plop down at a build table in your shop and start putting the model together right there in your store. Suddenly, your store isn't just, well, a store. It's more like a community hub. It's a small detail, but it gives the game a little bit of life instead of just dressing up a standard checkout sim. At its core, Model Kit Shop Simulator gives you exactly what you want from a first-person tycoon game. You start small, you look around your empty little shop and think, yes, I am going to build an empire of plasticness. You log onto your store computer, order master boxes of stock, wait for the delivery guy to drop them off, rip them open, and organize your shelves. The basic gameplay loop is silky smooth. Setting up your store layout feels highly responsive. And the developers even included a fantastic quality of life feature that a lot of other simulators completely miss. The game actually pauses while you are adjusting your prices. Thank you, devs! There is nothing worse than getting financially ruined by a customer because you are trying to fix a typo on a price tag while the clock was ticking. Speaking of pricing, the economy here is interesting. Unlike some simulators that have a hard cap on how much a customer will pay, this game lets you push the limits. If you sell at standard market price, literally everyone buys your stuff. But if you get a little greedy and mark it up by 10 or 20%, you will lose some sales, but your profit margins skyrocket. It creates this constant internal corporate greed struggle where you're asking yourself, am I a friendly neighborhood hobby shop owner or am I a ruthless capitalist villain? Spoiler alert, you're usually the villain because scaling this store is not cheap. Now let's get into the review side of things, because it is an early access title and it's not perfect. Right now, the pacing of the progression needs a little bit of balancing. Your experience level shoots up incredibly fast into early game. You hit level 9 or 10 before you know it. The problem is, your store's income doesn't scale at the same speed. You'll unlock massive new product assortments and theme licenses, but your wallet will be completely empty, leaving you standing in a tiny shop looking at a massive list of cool stuff you absolutely cannot afford yet. The assortment expansions can also feel a bit overwhelming at first, because they unlock a massive wave of items all at once, like dropping 6 or 7 different paints on you simultaneously, forcing you to buy a ton of new shelves just to keep up. Also, a quick warning for the solo players out there. As you unlock more items, the restocking loop becomes a genuine high-stress workout. The delivery boxes are quite small, meaning you'll be sprinting back and forth from your storage area to your shelves like you're running a digital marathon. Luckily, you can unlock store assistants at level 5 to take some of the weight off your shoulders, which is a massive relief. But honestly, even with those early pacing quirks, the foundation here is rock solid. The developers are actively listening to community feedback, already optimizing the performance, adding features like wall and floor customization, and making sure the gameplay stays smooth. If you are a fan of the management simulator genre, Model Kit Shop Simulator is a fun option on Steam. It takes the tactile, satisfying nature of the model building hobby and blends it perfectly with a deep retail tycoon loop. It's cozy, it's strategic, and yes, it will absolutely make you look at the clock and wonder where the last 4 hours of your life went. But hey, what do you guys think? Are you ready to manage your own hobby empire, or are you still trying to clean up your virtual supermarket? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, do us a massive favor and hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.